Hey everyone, it is Jonah, and I am back with another video. And today I'm going to be going through my American Idol power rankings for the top 12 leading up to tomorrow's performances, as well as talking through Monday's show, and just my thoughts on the results last week in general. So yeah, so before I get into this video, if you guys like American Idol and like my videos, please feel free to subscribe down below for more content. I'm going to be doing things like this throughout the rest of the season, as well as doing reactions to most of the artists for the rest of the season also. So if you guys like American Idol and like all that, please feel free to give this video a like and subscribe down below for more content. I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this. So for last week's results show, this season, like what they've been saying, is really talented, and everyone who is in the top 16 really deserves to be there. And it's obviously, cuts have to happen, and it sucks to see people go home. But I kind of felt like I mostly agreed with what happened. I feel like Graham. I'm not sure why Caleb. The only reason why Caleb's getting in is because he's country and he's getting country vote. Because otherwise, I don't think isn't as talented as a vocalist or just in general, I think, on the show as the rest of the people on the show. And I feel like, other than that, I feel like it was fine. Like, I agree with the judges' saves. I thought that Madison and Bean were the two best performers from the 6 who didn't make it. So I think that was the right decision. But I do think that if Wyatt had been on the show, then Caleb would not have been. I think Caleb would have been the odd man out. I think he would have been that 10th spot or the 11th spot to make it. I think Wyatt would have made it in over him. So yeah. So now let's talk about Wyatt. So Wyatt, as you guys know, he has been my favorite this whole season long. I'm a huge fan of Wyatt. And then at the beginning of the show, they announced that Wyatt had to drop out of the competition. And we're sad, we're going to miss him, but good luck to him or whatever. And then he posted on his Instagram a couple days after that he had to leave the show due to personal reasons. So I'm hoping for the best for him. I'm hoping that nothing's necessarily... It sounds to me like something went wrong and it was like a family emergency. I'm hoping that isn't the case, but I think that he's going to have a great music career, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does after the show, and just hopefully he continues to just excel and continues to find his identity and just keep doing great things. So, yeah. But it is sad that I won't be getting to hear him on the show anymore. So, yeah. So now let's get into these power rankings. So, before I started, what I based this on was who I feel like has been the most consistent and who keeps showing more and more each week. And then I kind of based it also off of who had to get the judges' save last week. Who do I feel like has more to prove, and who do I feel like didn't get enough votes because maybe they don't have as many fans as other artists. So coming in at 12, I have Bean. And vocally, he's amazing. He needs to do more Ben Platt stuff. I think that what he did in his Judges' Save performance was absolutely amazing, and I think that he needs to continue doing songs in that alley. I think that this next week is Oscar-nominated songs, so it may be hard to do a Ben Platt song for that. But after that, if he survives this week, then after that, he needs to continue to just sing songs that fit his voice more and like sing Ben Platt, basically. So I'm really hoping that he does that, because I think that's what showcased his voice really well. But like I said, he was one of the judges' saves, which makes me think that he doesn't have as many fans as other people, and so that's why he is lower on the power rankings. So yeah, and coming in at 11, I have Madison Watkins. Honestly, vocally, she's one of the best in the competition. I thought her version of Gravity on Sunday was probably one of the best performances of the night. I was kind of surprised that she needed a judge's save to get in, but maybe she just doesn't have a lot of fans. And I feel like that's why she's at 11 in my power rankings. Not because of her voice, but because she had to be in that judge's save spot. So that's why she's so low in my power rankings. But yeah. Coming in at 10, we have Caleb Kennedy. I really liked that he chose to finish the song that he sang in his audition, like the judges told him to do, and he sang it again in his victory performance on Monday night. I thought it was actually a pretty amazing performance. I really enjoyed it. I liked how he took his hat off. I think he needs to do more of that. He needs to ditch the hat more, comb his hair back, and then just perform a little bit more. Because I think from vocally, he's up to par. Like, he's a pretty amazing vocalist. But from a performing side of him, I always feel like I'm missing stuff from him because he isn't a good performer at all. And he's getting better at it, but he needs to improve it more drastically, because otherwise I think he's going to be getting cut probably within the next couple episodes, because he just doesn't seem to be improving as fast as other artists are. So, but yeah, I like his voice. He just needs to get that performing side up together. So yeah. Coming in at 9, I have Deshaun Goncalves. Or Goncalves. I'm not sure how to say his name, but yeah. So I love Deshaun. I think he's an amazing vocalist. I like he sang "Feeling Good" in his Sunday performance. I like how he kind of did a more upbeat song in his victory performance. I think he sang "Higher Ground," and I think he did actually a pretty good job with it. I think that it showed that he's more than just like a straight soul emotional singer. That he can do more pop stuff, and he can move around the floor a little bit more, and he can just kind of just groove to the song. And I think he did a fantastic job. I think that he needs to. I still think he needs to show a little bit more of his voice, and just I think he needs to continue to do more emotional songs. I think that that's his style, and I think that the slower songs showcase his voice a bit more. So yeah. Coming in at 8, I have Chase Beckham. Chase is somebody that's been getting a lot of praise from the judges, like week after week after week. He was in the pimp spot, I think 2 weeks ago, where he got to sing last, and he got tons and tons and tons of praise from the judges. And I think that that's the producer saying to the judges, give Chase a lot of praise. We want him on the show, and I think that he will move through to the top 9. I think that we're getting to the point now where these next artists are people who I think are guaranteed to be in the top 9. Those last 4 that I said, any one of those 4 could get that 9 spot. But I think from here on, these are people who I think are guaranteed to be making the top 9. So yeah. So at 7, I have Alyssa Ray. She's dropped in my power rankings week after week. I just think that she's a good vocalist, but I don't feel like she's put together a great performance yet, and other people have been. And that's why she's getting lower, because I just feel like I'm kind of losing intrigue with her a little bit. I still feel like she's an amazing vocalist, and I do think that she'll be in the top 9 just because of how amazing that voice is. I'm just not sure about her being in the finale anymore, because she was at like 3 in my power rankings. I almost put her at 2 a couple weeks ago over Grace, and now she's sitting at 7 because like I said, I just feel like she's been going lower and lower each week, while other people have just been showing more and more of their voice each week. So that's why I have her so low. And then at 6, I have Ava August. She's kind of been up there for me this last couple weeks. I think that what she did on Sunday, it was a cute, like they were saying, it was a cute song, but it showed her age. And I don't think that Ava needs to be doing more classic songs. I think that's what showcases her voice a bit more. And to me, I think that I agree with what the judges were saying. Classic songs are best for her. She sang "Love of My Life" in her victory performance, and she did an absolutely amazing job. And I think that she needs to just continue to do songs like that, because that's what suits her best, and that's what's going to help her go farther on this show. So, yeah. Coming in at 5, we have Cassandra Coleman. So Cassandra, an amazing vocalist. She's just absolutely amazing. She just needs to keep getting confidence every week, and I think she will continue to soar on this show. She's somebody that I have in my top 5 because I have high expectations for her off of what she's done lately. And I think that she just needs to continue to do songs that showcase her voice. I think that she'll be fine. So I expect her to be in the top 9. Coming in at 4, I have Hunter Metz. Hunter is somebody that he's probably my standout from this week. I loved his Sunday performance, and then I loved his Monday even more. He sang "Skinny Love" and then "I Can't Make You Love Me." I feel like he can just make any song fit his voice. He's just that unique of a singer. And I think that he's been gaining more confidence. He's been taking more risks. She's been trying to have more moments lately that kind of just showcase his voice a little bit more than what we're used to. And I really enjoy that. I think that he's doing a fantastic job. He needs to keep doing that. He has a very big fan base, and he's somebody that right now I see in the finale, and he's somebody that at this point, if he continues to showcase that, he's somebody that I may bet on to win the show. So, we'll see though. Coming in at 3, I have Casey Bishop. She's also somebody that just keeps rising and rising and rising. Her and Hunter have amazed me the past few performances. And Casey's somebody that she's kind of in her own lane on the show. She's in kind of that rock vibe. Her voice is just absolutely amazing. Her stage presence is out of this world. And unlike Alyssa, she's choosing songs that fit her voice more. And I feel like that's why I like Casey more, because she's choosing songs that fit her voice. And she's just killing it every week, every performance. She sang "House of the Rising Sun" on Monday. That was absolutely amazing. I believe she sang "Black Hole Sun" on on Sunday, that was also amazing. And I like that she's in this little rock lane. I think it shows that she kind of wants to be unique, and I think that she can do it, and she's somebody that I see in the finale. So yeah, coming in at 2, I have Grace Kinsler. What Grace needs to work on is what Joss was telling her in the celebrity duet rounds, is to just not do all those runs immediately. Just do a amazing line with emotion, and just keep the audience intrigued and it's wanting more and more. And then at that point, you can then do more runs in the back half of the performance. And I think that's part of storytelling. And if she gets better at becoming a storyteller, the sky is the limit for her on this show, because her voice is absolutely amazing. She can do anything. It's just a matter of keeping the audience intrigued and not just going full on out like Jason Warrior does every week. Because Jason Warrior, that ended up catching up to him. He ended up going home because he, in my opinion, only has one full throttle. It's just 110% every week. He needs to sometimes just lay it back a little bit and just showcase that voice more, and he just didn't do that for me, at least in my opinion. So that's why he is a little bit lower. Or that's why not lower. I think that's why he went home. I don't want that to happen to Grace. So I'm hoping that she gets better at storytelling and just doesn't. And I think she really needs an emotional performance. And I believe that I heard that she's singing "Happy" by Pharrell this next week. And honestly, it's a very upbeat song, and it's not a song that showcases your vocals from a standpoint of that. So I'm very interested. That could be wrong, but I thought I saw that like on like some kind of website when I was looking to see when people were singing. I believe she's singing "Happy" by Pharrell this Sunday or tomorrow, and I feel like that's very interesting. And I don't really know how that's going to work with her for her voice, but we'll see what happens. And then coming in at 1, he's still at number 1, Willie Spence. Right now, he is the best performer, best vocalist on this show. He needs to continue to do songs like he's been doing. Diamonds was an amazing, and he said that in his audition. He did another fantastic job again. I love the arrangement, and I think that he's somebody to watch out for on this show. I see him going really, really far, and I think at the moment he is my front runner to win the show. And if I had to pick anybody right now, it would be Willie Spence. But I have a feeling as we get farther and farther down the line, Hunter is going to be the guy I end up picking to win it all. Like in my finale predictions, I have a pretty good feeling I'm going to be picking Hunter to win it all. But yeah. So then now let's talk about this comeback episode. So on Monday, I really love that production decided to do this. So obviously last year with COVID and everything, these people on last season, they didn't get to necessarily perform on the big stage because of COVID, so they were all singing from their homes and stuff. So they didn't get the full experience of American Idol, which I think that's really not good. And they obviously went on the show expecting to be on the big stage, and the COVID hit, and everything in the world just had to stop, right? And then after COVID now, or not after COVID, but now that we're starting to get away from it a little bit more, and now they're inviting 10 finalists back from last season to come back on the show. And that includes Arthur Gunn, Franklin Boone, Louis Knight, Alana Jester, Michaela Phillips, Sanaya, Dwayne Crocker Jr. It's all these people who were on the show last season, and they get to perform again this season. And I really enjoy that. And then, so they're singing a Monday night, they're all singing a song, and then one person will make it through to the top 10 to be part of the show this season. And honestly, if I had to pick anybody to make it in, it's Arthur Gunn. I just feel like he is so popular of an artist, even last season on the show, that I was shocked when he didn't win the show. I mean, Just Sam, I think maybe the record deal fits her more, but I think that Arthur needs another chance, because I'm not sure why he doesn't have a record deal yet. I know Francisco Martin, Johnny West, and Just Sam are all not going to be on the show because they all have record deals, or at least they didn't want to be on the show again. And then Dylan James also has a record deal. So I know for a fact Dylan, Francisco, and Just Sam all have record deals. But then Johnny West, I'm not sure about him. Maybe he just didn't want to go on the show again. But yeah. So I think that Arthur Gunn is probably going to end up taking that spot into the top 10. So I'm excited for that. I'm a huge fan of him. His version of Have You Ever Seen the Rain is absolutely just mind blowing, and I can't wait to hear what he does Monday night. So yeah, I'm excited for Monday night, guys, and Sunday night. It's going to be an epic next 2 days. I'm going to try and and I believe they're doing live voting too this Sunday, which means that I probably won't end up voting because I like to watch the performances for you guys and react to them first, which means that I probably won't get to vote. So please vote for your favorites, guys. Vote for people who you want to see on the show again. Just vote, okay? So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will be back with more videos later. Thank you guys for watching.